Hey guys, I just want to apologise for the lack of game footage in this review video. I did not have the time due to commitments and work commitments, but I did the best that I could with the time I had. So enjoy this review. Thanks guys. Welcome ladies and gents to my review of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. I realise this is not the full game and is likely to change in a big or small way upon the full release. I just want to put this note in there because any opinions that I have about this game could be different in the full release, so take anything I say with a grain of salt, and let's get to it. The reboot of the Star Wars Battlefront series in 2015 was very divisive among its fanbase. It was everything that could be wanted and more from the epic sci-fi franchise, but it suffered with bare-bones content and restrictive download content also. DICE, the developer, did an amazing job at bringing the aesthetic, the atmosphere and the graphic quality, but left some gameplay elements to be desired. But Battlefront 2 seems to be changing and adding what was missed from the first game in this new series with more modes, more maps and heroes for the fans and players to enjoy. The first game in the rebooted series contained only the maps, heroes and vehicles from the older movies in the franchise, whereas this time around Battlefront 2 contains locations, characters and settings from every major Star Wars movie. Over my time with the beta, I got to experience the power of playing Rey in cutting down the First Order, and the craziness of controlling Darth Maul on the battlefield, which, let's face it, is everybody's dream come true. Experiencing Battlefront 2 through 3 generations of trilogies is really awesome because it has something for everybody, whether you're more of a fan of the older movies in the franchise or the newer ones, or you just love them all. We only got to experience 2 maps in the beta, which is fine and gives me enough context on which I can base all the necessary criteria for this review. Takodana is a very diverse map in its different elements, and is fun to play with any class in this game. The size of the map here seems to fit perfectly for the combat and objectives based within it. I was curious how EA would handle the size of the map without the jump pack in the game, and I think they've pulled it off very effectively. Theed also has a fun map to play. They hit on little details such as residents running away at the beginning of the games. Parts of the maps are utilised very well for all aspects of gameplay, from CQB to ranged firefights, and I cannot wait for me to see maps such as Camino and Starkiller Base and how they utilise these maps for some epic Star Wars. During the beta we were given 3 game modes: Strike, Galactic Assault and Starfighter Assault. I'm going to be discussing Strike and Galactic Assault, only because Starfighter Assault does not appeal to me. That's not to say this game mode is bad. It has responsive buttons and good ship mechanics with decent objective gameplay, but I'll leave it there. Strike is a small game mode made of small teams that must capture and transport the objective or defend the objective depending on which team you spawn on. Battlefront 1 was very competitive on small game modes such as Drop Zone and Cargo. Strike can definitely be competitive. It didn't feel too hard or challenging, but when I was matched with players that I knew from Battlefront 1, it became very competitive and amazingly fun to play. I am in hope that each Strike map will have a different objective so that each map will be unique and interesting in its very own way. Galactic Assault. I love this mode and how they incorporated the Supremacy, Walker Assault and the Turning Point into one mode. The different phases were very enjoyable and switched up the combat ranges. With the announcement of different objectives for each map along with the amazing locations, the game has advanced itself in a better quality of gameplay mechanics so that it will keep things fresh and people wanting to play longer and longer. The new star card system does not go down well. The 4 different levels of rarity can make it difficult to fully achieve the power-ups, and over time can become frustrating to players not willing to fork over more money for the loot crates. The new star cards are good, however. I like that you must replace certain cards with others because you cannot just opt for the best card combos. Beside the system, I like the actual cards. They are very fun to use and they're more balanced than Battlefront 1. That does not make them perfect though, there is definitely room for improvement with these cards. Crafting parts seem to be too hard to obtain, but I like the concept of them and that you can choose what you want to craft with them. If they were a little easier to obtain, then they would be fine. The loot crates in this game aren't as bad as I thought they'd be. The fact that this game is paid to play though grinds my gears, and it's the same for a lot of you guys out there. But this is the current trend for AAA titles in today's video game market. Video game developers these days are like wallet vampires, sucking money from our wallets. But I guess I can't blame EA for wanting more money. After all, they're a business, and that's how the industry works, trying to earn the max profits that they can. I do like that there are different crates, along with daily crates which encourage people to play every day, or at least log on and consider playing. I like how everything in the game has star cards, which makes there more content for players to use. The customization is there, whereas in Battlefront 1 there was an absolute absence of the customization, making for a stale and flat gameplay customization mechanic. The weapons in this game, they feel really good to use and they look pretty cool too. Each weapon is a variation on the laser blaster, increasing or decreasing its fire rate to add accuracy. I really like that they have added weapon attachments this time in this game to give each player more customization to their weapon and allow the players to enhance whatever skill base they already have. In Battlefront 2, you can choose between 4 classes: Assault, Heavy, Officer and Specialist. Far from being a restriction, this brings both variety and structure to the fight, with players able to inhabit and understand their role during a firefight. Class-specific gadgetry really helps here. The Specialists can tag enemies with thermal goggles, Heavies can activate shields, Officers can give nearby teammates a buff, along with a clearer squad system that gives you bonuses for sticking with a small selection of teammates. The class system brings a much welcome needed team dynamic to Battlefront 2. The battle point system is working very well in this second edition of the game. I like the skilled players get rewarded with heroes. Skill rewards you with heroes, vehicles and reinforcements. The new reinforcements are good, too good. The jump trooper is a little too mobile and powerful. It is better than the heavier reinforcement. If the jump packs took a little longer to recharge, it would be better. The flame trooper needs more range. It absolutely sucks right now in my opinion. But it's all up to personal preference. If you prefer close range, then this is the definite guy for you. In Battlefront 2, there are 35 plus player vehicles at your disposal. But I did not think the vehicles were better than using the reinforcements or saving up for a hero. They're very beautiful and aesthetically looking, but can sometimes seem underwhelming if used in the wrong situation. It is up to the player to use the vehicles in the correct situation, to use the correct effectiveness to take out the enemy players. The heroes in this game are very fun to play and have an addictive quality that will want you to get out on the battlefield and earn those points to unlock them. The regeneration, in my opinion, should take a little bit longer to activate, but I think EA did a very good job in balancing this mechanic. Heroes die really fast if you rush massive enemy crowds, but this is a good thing, because it makes you employ strategy with these new heroes. Their abilities are very fun and very smooth to use. The Heroes vs Villains mode should be very fun, as in the first Battlefront game, this was my favourite game mode, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the new Heroes and Villains game mode, with the new and old heroes across all the movie franchises within this game. Battlefront 2 beta will have given EA a ton of feedback to work off from their players, and a good experience of how the game feels. Most things in the game work well, but there are a few things that I feel that need fixing, and I'm going to go over them point by point as we finish off this review. I think that hipfire should be a little bit more accurate, but not like Battlefront 1. The Specialist EE4 needs to be balanced. Heavy needs a health reduction. Jump Trooper needs a nerf, and the Heavy Reinforcement needs a buff. Star cards should only have 3 tiers of rarity. Crafting points should be easier to obtain, and the strike overtime should only last between 2 to 3 minutes. In my opinion, these are the points that they could improve upon the full release of this game. Thank you so much for watching this video today, guys. If you have played the beta and you agree with some of my points, or if not, leave the comment below and let me know what you thought and if you're ordering this game. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video today. There's another video of mine posted right here for you to watch. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next video.